Has been more than a year and a half since the tragic murders of four University of Idaho students. And now a judge could soon decide on a trial date for the man charged in the deaths. Joining us now is criminal trial attorney Sara Azari. Sara, thanks for being with us.
Of course, good to see you, Anna.
Well, it took authorities 6 weeks after the bodies were found to arrest the suspect in the first place. And now we're awaiting a trial date more than a year and a half later. So how soon do you think a trial date could be set? What's going on here?
I mean, to be honest with you, I would say mid to late 2025 at the earliest. And I'll tell you why, Anna. This is a quadruple homicide case. It's a death penalty case. Death penalty case is like a trial within a trial. I've personally never had a murder case get to trial in less than 2 years. There's been a lot of discovery issues here. Only recently that forensic investigative genealogy was turned over to the defense in its totality with some limitations. The defense needs a chance to vet this information. There's a lot of stuff that we don't even know about that the defense has to obviously vet to be able to challenge a trial. And then, of course, death penalty requires a lot of mitigation work. So there's a reason why it's taking so long. A lot of it has to do with the prosecution withholding the discovery, whether it was intentional or for whatever reason. It doesn't matter. It's that only recently has the defense gotten most of what it needs, and there needs to be an opportunity to, consult with experts and prep for trial. And I know, it's hard for the victims. Yeah. They want their day in court, and so does Kohberger.
Well, I think we should backtrack just a little bit. So this is Bryan Kohberger, who we're looking at here in the orange jumpsuit. Can you unpack this for our viewers who maybe haven't been following it, with a microscope? Like some folks. Can you just unpack it? Tell us, in a few sentences, what happened in the first place?
There was in Moscow, Idaho, there was a home. It was these more than four college students living in that home. And 4 of these college students were slayed while they were sleeping in early morning hours in November of 2022. And so after 6 weeks of investigation, law enforcement identified Kohberger based on genetic genealogy as the only suspect in this case. There's been a lot of issues with genetic genealogy. There's been the fact that the DNA that everybody's jumping on is touch DNA. It doesn't tell us that Kohberger was at the crime scene. It just tells us that at some point he came in contact with this knife sheath that has the touch DNA on it. So there's a lot of, exculpatory evidence. There's cell tower, cell phone evidence that the prosecution said because his phone was not connecting to the towers near this home during the window of the murder, then that's him, because typically criminals turn off their phones when they commit a crime. On the other hand, he has an alibi that he recently lodged in court that says basically, I drive around late at night and I look at stars, whatever. We might think it's weird, but that is his alibi. So in order to support that alibi, Anna, he's brought in an expert who testified before the court who said there are these other towers that he could have been connected to, showing that he was somewhere else. And guess what happened? Turns out that the law enforcement dropped the ball on this and did not map out the cell tower information, which to its loss. So lack of evidence that normally would have otherwise existed is exculpatory evidence for Kohberger.
There you go. Well, what other evidence do they have? What will they be presenting?
Well, from what we know, I mean, look, I know what you show, right? And so this has been under a gag order. We don't know any evidence of motive. We don't know any connection that Kohberger may have had to any of these victims. What we don't know is far more than what we do know. What we do know is that his DNA was on a knife sheath found next to one of the bodies. What we do know is that there was no evidence of biological material or cleanup, which is very odd for after slaying 4 people. What we do know is that his cell phone was not pinging the towers near that Kings Road home where the 4 victims were slayed. We know very little. And the fact that genetic genealogy, the investigation led to him as a suspect, which led to his arrest. So again, there's a lot more we don't know than we do know. And as I see it so far, it's a very defensible case for Kohberger.
All right, we're on our way out, but you think he'll be found guilty? Is it too soon to tell?
Too soon to tell.
Okay. Sara Azari, thanks for joining us. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.